As the year wraps up, there's a question that we all ask ourselves, usually late at night and never out loud. Am I actually getting good at Jiu Jitsu? Because there are long stretches between stripes and belts, and the mats don't hand out report cards. So there's no clear scoreboard for measuring progress, just flashes. A good round here or there. A technique that finally works after months of failing. Maybe you did okay in a couple of comps. And in between all of that, lots of noise. So we default to the same old tired ritual. Replaying every mistake and every hole in our game. And as human beings, we are uniquely gifted at tearing ourselves down with reckless abandon. And that's why so many people end the year discouraged and disappointed, even though they've made real progress. But there's a much more accurate way of measuring your growth on the mats. Not with hype, motivation, or another mindset trick, but a method that tells you with clarity whether you're actually improving or not. And that's what we're talking about today. How to accurately measure your progress in Jiu Jitsu without belts, medals, or egos getting in the way. Welcome to the Alchemy of Struggle, baby. So many of us think that progress shows up in belts, medals, and dominant rounds. The problem with this approach is pretty obvious. Belts take years, promotions are inconsistent, and daily training offers no clear feedback loop. So you end the year unsure just how much you've actually improved. And just imagine running a business this way. It's the end of the year, and there's no profit and loss statement. No quarterly reports, and no metrics beyond, did we survive? All you can point to are random wins, occasional losses, and long stretches where you felt busy. But if someone asked you, did the business actually improve? You'd have no answer, just feelings. And banks don't give loans based on your feelings. By vaguely defining success and not tracking progress, we grapplers default to the only thing that feels concrete, everything that went wrong. But in any other serious domain, whether it's business, athletics, or any type of skill development, you don't start with, what do I still suck at? You start with, what have I measurably improved in? Because you cannot manage what you have not properly measured. And the reason this matters so much as we come to the end of this year is because if you only measure your failures, you erase your real gains and walk into the next year blind. So there's only one question that matters in this year-end audit of your Jiu Jitsu. What can I do today that I could not do a year ago? Because it forces accuracy. Either you can do something today that you couldn't do before, or you can't. And the practice is pretty simple. You write down every concrete improvement you can think of. A technique that works under pressure now that didn't a year ago. A sequence you didn't even understand several months ago. If it's real, it counts no matter how small. I'll give you a real-world example. At the start of this year, I decided that as a purple belt, I needed to go deeper into the leg attack game. So I wrote it down. I didn't have a reliable knee bar. And my heel hook was basically theoretical. Today, I have a pretty decent knee bar that works most of the time. I even have one from deep half that almost no one sees coming. I wouldn't have seen that progress had I not stopped and measured it properly. Now I can end the year on a high note with real progress, without relying on belt promotions or a spot on someone's podium. The audit has to come before the goal setting. But most people rush straight into, what do I need to fix in my game next year? But that's backwards, because first you have to establish the baseline. Then, and only then, can you define what success looks like going forward. And once you know exactly how you've improved, you can stop guessing at what to work on. And going into 2026, you can finally ask the right question. If I run this same audit a year from now, what do I want to be able to do that I cannot do today? That's as simple gets. But often, the simplest solutions are the most powerful. And this isn't a Jiu Jitsu invention. I've been doing this for years, long before I started Jiu Jitsu, because it actually works. The best part is that it prevents you from BSing yourself. When you clearly define what success looks like up front, you can't simply redefine it just to make yourself feel better a year later. You either succeeded or you didn't. Either you can execute that armbar today or you cannot. Either you've learned to keep your composure under pressure or you haven't. And if you want to really level up, share your list with a trusted training partner so they can prevent you from BSing yourself this time next year. Or maybe they can help you remember that you actually have improved based on the metrics that you defined for yourself. But now we take it a step further, because this is a community, not just a YouTube channel. So stand up and be counted by putting it in the comments. Share in the comments the 1 or 2 things that you can do today that you couldn't do a year ago. Or if you're newer to Jiu Jitsu, what you couldn't do when you first started. And what's the one thing that you can't do today that you will be able to do this time next year? And look, I'm going to save these comments and make a follow-up video at the end of 2026. And I'm going to ask by name or by handle if you're able to do what you said you would be able to. So before you rush into the next year trying to fix everything that's broken, pause. Run the audit first, so you can end this year informed, not discouraged or disappointed, and walk into next year knowing exactly what you're building moving forward. And if you haven't seen it already, check out the playlist on this channel for beginners and older grapplers. They'll be linked at the end of this video. And if any of this hit home, check out some of the free stuff in the description. Or if you want to go deeper, join the channel membership. And as always, I want to thank the members, the subscribers, and all of those who comment on these videos for helping me level up this content. But remember, there are others who need this message, and they're probably in your own gyms, so let's help them find it. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep up the good fight and stay safe on those mats. Peace.